Do you know people who keep making excuses for God? People who say they haven't become Christians because they make too many mistakes, because they are in sin, because they have wrong things in their lives, but that's because they haven't understood yet that we don't need to become saints to come to Christ. It's about going to Christ just as we are. Because, just imagine. How are you going to become holy? How are you going to sanctify your life? How are you going to truly convert if you don't go to Christ? But these people, in fact, they are using this as an excuse. But look, what the Lord Jesus says in Matthew, chapter 11, verse 28, surely you've heard, it goes like this. Do you know when we should go to Christ? At all times. At all times, my brother. Stop with the idea that, oh no, it's because I make too many mistakes, I'm not worthy, I'm not going to God now because I'm still full of mistakes in my life. But the question is, are you tired of a life full of mistakes? Or do you like the mistake? Because I believe that no one likes to have a life full of sin, full of errors, of failures, right? So, if you're tired of this life, or are you tired of the struggles you're facing? Or are you tired of losing? Tired of having a life of suffering, of bitterness, a life in which you don't feel fulfilled? Jesus is calling you, my brother. Jesus is calling you. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened. Has your life been a life of oppression? A life where you feel trapped, feel tied up, where nothing goes right, where things don't progress? Jesus is saying to you, come to me, because he will relieve you, he will take this weight off your shoulders. Oh woman of God, God is going to speak to you now. Do you think God doesn't see the weight you carry inside this house? The only one who has truly been a Christian, who has prayed, who has cried in the presence of God, shed tears before the Lord, when no one else is watching, when your child is rebellious, when your husband is into drinking. God sees you and he is saying, come to me, you can come. Do you think you, man of God, seeing your wife all vain, not caring for you, not caring for the children, only caring about her friends, only caring about her own desires, forgetting about the family? God sees you too, but he is saying, come to me, because he will take this weight off you. There are people who are carrying a very heavy weight. You're young, living in sin, doing everything wrong, and you're the only one in the family who is on the right path. Even as a young person, you are the example in the household. Come to me. Are you tired of seeing this situation, my brother? Tired of seeing the same thing happening? Or failures, or defeats in your struggles? Come to me. All who are weary and burdened. If you find yourself weary and burdened, don't make excuses. Come to Christ. Don't come with that talk of not being worthy because I'm full of sin, full of mistakes. Is Jesus saying come to me but you're weary and burdened? Are you in sin, full of mistakes? Come to me, I will relieve you, I will take it from you, I will care for you, I will wash, I will treat, wash your soul, and he talks more about take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. How long will your soul cry out, how long will your soul groan in suffering? Stop, my brother. Return to Christ if you once left. If you've never come, come and stay. Remain. And he completes it. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. You only continue to carry all this weight if you want to. And I know there are days when it feels like the world is on our shoulders. It seems like everything is our fault, our responsibility, it seems like it's all dumped on us. But Jesus is ready to take this weight off. Because the Lord's burden is light. It is light. People say that being a Christian is very difficult, my brother. On this channel, those who follow every day's new messages know that it's not. It's not difficult to be a Christian, it's wonderful to have your Father, to be able to approach him, you pray and he answers you, you ask and he speaks to you. He opens your paths, unblocks everything that's stuck, takes care of you, protects your life, your family. It's wonderful, my brother. Oh, but there are temptations, you've already learned here that there's no temptation you can't bear, that God takes care of you all the time. Just come. Jesus is telling you in this message, come to me. Are you weary, burdened, living a sad life, a life full of defeats? Can't you be happy and fulfilled? It's because inside every human being there's an empty space, and the only thing that fills it is the presence of God. The only one who can fill that space is God. So come to me. That's what he says to you today. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, help us grow so that more lives can be reached, and share this message. To those you love, send it and comment below. Leave your testimony, your experience, your story. We are here to listen to you. Our goal is to preach the gospel and help all those in need. Are there two messages appearing for you? Continue nourishing yourself, continue learning more with God. Choose one of these videos. And continue being blessed.